All right. I'm so excited. I brought some of my favorite goodies from Open Apothecary and Mama Magico. I'm actually visiting a black-owned coffee bar, and it's called Bold. It was established like last year, and it's so cute. So I decided to come here for today's session. Plus I have a meeting later on, so I was like, we're gonna do two birds with one stone. I have like my little Powerpuff ponytails. So I'm feeling very, very cute today. I hope you are too. Let me know in the comments how you're doing. How was your new moon in Taurus? I really want to know. Let me know how it was for you. If you felt like you got exactly what you needed. If you felt like it was a bit overwhelming for you. I know in the beginning for me, the day before the new moon, I was like stressed out. But new moons usually stress me out to begin with. So let me know below. So I'm at Bold Coffee Shop. It's black owned in Philadelphia. We love to see it. Black woman owned. Hello. And I'm drinking the tropical flower pack. It has like elderberry in it. It has lotus in it. You guys know I love anything with lotus in it. It's always delicious. It's very healing. And it's actually really delicious. Like, it's perfect for such a hot day. Oh my God. It's so good, y'all. If you guys are out in Philadelphia, please go and support. They are incredible. Let's get into today's kind of like a sponsor. You guys know that I absolutely adore Open Apothecary. You guys know that I absolutely love Hannah. She is the creator. She is the head mystic in charge over there. And I love Magic Mama Co. So I decided today I'm going to show you guys some of my favorite tools that I use to vibrate higher. And they happen to all be from Open Apothecary and Mama Magico. So I just got this really beautiful box from her last week. And I was just like, I have to share it with my wolves because I talk about it all the time, but I don't think I've ever really gone in depth about the inhalers. So we're going to go over everything today, and then we're going to jump into our EFT session, okay? So if you guys like something, by all means, please, please, please show some love. Make sure you guys are following Open Apothecary. Make sure you guys are following Mama Magico. Like, love Hannah, family for life. Okay, let's get into it. So I'm going to start with the CBD, and then I'll go into the inhalers. So as you guys know, I swear by this. It is CBD oil, and I have the 3 milligrams. She loves doing divine numbers, and I love receiving them. I put a drop of this in my morning matcha. I put some in this really cute drink right here, underneath my tongue in the morning. And what it allows me to do is to be in harmony, to allow my body to not feel stressed out, to help me to come back home to myself so that I can present my best self to the world. And I've been using her CBD drops for like 5 years now, every single day. And I can tell the difference. I go higher and lower in my dosages. It really depends on like what I'm feeling like for that day. But this is probably the best CBD that I've had. It's to the point where that's the only one that I'll use, because once you know you have something that's really good and that's working in your favor, why would you like use anything else, right? Like, use what's good, use what you know. And that's what I'm doing with Open Apothecary's CBD. Love, love, love it. I also use her CBD joint pack. Like, how cute is this little container, y'all? I have the Frida, right? And that has Damiana, Mugwort, Passion Flower Rose. It's really great for tapping into your creativity. Oh my goodness, a few pulls of that and all of a sudden you're like really clear and focused, and like all these divine ideas start spruing up within you, and you're like, oh, let me go and do this, let me go and do that, let me go and do this. Live for Frida, that's my boo. Then we have the Fuck the Stress. It's very self-explained, right? It has chamomile in there, skullcap, and really and truly, I can do a few pulls of this and I am instantly relieved. It's kind of like it reminds you of like, shit's really not that serious, calm down. And it does that without having to have that inner dialogue. It's just kind of like you just feel good. And you're like, you know what? This works. I'm here for it. Then we have the Grounded that has the chamomile, sage, and marigold. That literally feels like you're being anchored into the earth. It literally feels like Mother Earth is coming up from the roots and anchoring your body. And it feels really, really, really good. And then we have I have a hard time saying this word, Hannah, please forgive me if I butchered it, but essentially it's a moon goddess, and it is black chamomile, which that's really dope, lavender mugwort, and Kalia Zakachichichu, if I'm not saying that incorrectly. And that one's like to help you go to sleep. It also promotes like lucid dreaming as well. So if that's something you're into, definitely go ahead and grab that CBD joint pack. It is so good. My absolute favorites are, oh, and the self-love one. That's my favorite one. I forgot about that. The self-love one has rose and lavender in it, besides the hemp, of course, besides the CBD. And that one, if you do that right in the morning, a few pulls, you will instantly feel like aligned. Like, you know what? All is well. I am good. I am safe. I am wonderful. I am worthy. All of those good things come to mind when you are using the self-love joint. So please go ahead and invest. It is a small business. It is a woman-owned business. It is an indigenous woman-owned business. We have to continue to circulate our dollars. As wolves, if you're part of Loboland, you guys know I'm very conscientious about that. Even today, I'm wearing my Serving Auntie t-shirt. That is by my homegirl, Shavante's line called Tisha Bag. This is one of her first drops, and I absolutely love having in black and white. I love representing small black-owned, women-owned businesses whenever I can. And yeah, all right, let's get into the Mama Magico side of it, all right? So these are her inhalers. I had a friend, I think her name is Jen. She showed me about inhalers like 2 years ago, and then I found out that Hannah made them. I'm like, Hannah, oh my God, can I have one of your inhalers? And I have used them every single day since. Okay, let me go into them. This one is the no stress one. And literally, like you say, you literally has essential oils in the base, and you like cover one nose. I love to do alternate nostril breathing when I do this, and you just take a nice deep inhale. And I like to hold it, and then I like to release through the other nostril. And do the same thing on this side. And instantly you feel relaxed. You feel relief. You feel like, okay, let's go and handle this day. So perfect to have in your bag because, you know, stress can pop up out of nowhere. You can get triggered randomly. It's always good to have something like this or like the CBD in your bag to help you get through it. The Intuition Inhaler. This one, I use it before meditation, or if I'm about to do a reading for somebody, I'll take a few inhales to like really center myself, tap into my inner magic so that I can really deliver whatever divine wisdom is coming through me. It's just excellent if you're channeling and you find yourself having to get into that space a little quicker than normal. Use this one, okay? Then we have Life Force. This baby smells like sunshine. It literally smells like you're inhaling a really beautiful summer day. Love Life Force, and it gives you a jolt of energy when you need it, and you feel clear-headed and ready to go and get work done. Love this one. Balance. When I am feeling like all over the place, feeling like, whoa, this is like I feel overwhelmed by life, a few inhales of that and I feel leveled out again, and I absolutely love that. Hey Soy, how are you? And then of course, last but not least, we have breath. This is great for anybody who has like a headache or a stuffy nose or maybe some type of congestion in the body. A few inhales of this and you're going to be able to breathe easily again, really, really quickly. I absolutely have these in my bags at all time because you just never know what you're gonna need. But even if you just have one, find your favorite, bring that with you, and I promise you, you'll be in a more easeful state no matter where you're at, no matter what you're doing. I love Hannah's products. Like I said, I really wanted to take this time out during the EFT sessions because I think it's important for us to share our knowledge with each other. You know what I mean? This is what I use. When you guys ask me like, well, what do you do to maintain your inner being or, you know, your inner peace and things like that? I use products created by Black and brown women because that's what helps me to channel in and to feel at peace with myself. All right, so that's everything from my little mini haul. I hope you guys like that, and I hope you guys go and support Hannah and buy something from there because literally every time someone gets a package from her, they instantly will text me or DM me like, oh my God, I can feel her energy through the box. It's so amazing. And I'm like, this is Hannah. This is what she does. She is really that incredible of a person. And you really do get that love and that passion in everything she packages, even down to the freaking box it comes in. You feel her love. You feel her intention. And we should want more of that experience in our lives, right? If you guys are going to be tapping with me, let's tap it up. All right. We're going to take a sip of some water. We definitely want to always make sure that we're clearing out our energy pathways. Water just helps us to feel nourished, helps us to feel safe as we're doing this energy work. I know when we're doing EFT, it feels very lighthearted, right? Because it's just like, oh, I'm just tapping here, here, and here. And it's like, yes, but also it's so important that we remember that energy work is uplifting, it's surfacing deep-rooted trauma, generational trauma, body trauma, and I don't want you guys to forget that. I always love finding efficient and more gentler ways to collapse that healing time frame, but don't get it twisted. This is still real work, okay? We're gonna do the original plan, which was to do intuitive tapping. So some of my students from my EFT class on Monday have already learned this technique in full, but I'm gonna give you guys a little taste, a little something to get you going, because I think this is really a powerful practice, and I have learned how to do this, and it's changed my life and my own practice with EFT. So a lot of times when we're doing EFT, we feel like, okay, I gotta have my positive statements, I gotta have my negative statements, I have to do my regular routine, things like that. And EFT is really a dope practice where you can customize it to like what you need and what you want in life, right? One of the best things that I've learned is how to tap intuitively and to tap on the acupressure points, right? But do it without speaking and really taking a moment to tune inward, to listen to my body and see what's coming up for me and allowing that to be it. And I actually really love that we're outside in the city, because it'll also show you how powerful it is to do that. Even with the world happening around you, you can still tune into yourself. Because I think we get this false pretense, right? When we think about meditation or any type of like wellness healing technique, we need to be in this beautiful Zen space with the candles lit and the incense burning and like, you know, this whole ambiance. And yes, that's beautiful. And yes, we do need moments like that. But honestly and truly, when you're getting stressed out, when you're feeling overwhelmed, you're probably in the city or you're probably around a lot of people, a work environment, right? Where you don't have the luxury to set up a huge ambiance to get back into your zone, to zen out, right? So this is a great time. And I just really, really love the fact that we're getting to do this together and you guys are getting to see how powerful EFT can be despite your environment. Because really and truly, it's what's happening inside here that matters the most, right? Hope you guys drink your water. We're gonna start tapping. And the first round, I'm actually gonna do 2 rounds today. Normally I just do 1 on these sessions, but I'm gonna do 2 rounds today. The first round, I'll guide you through with words, and then the second time, I'll just show you where to start tapping at. But we're gonna do that round silently, because I really want you to take in and see if you can hear your inner voice. Despite the background noise, despite wherever you may be, I want you to see the power that you have to kind of tune in. And you might hear something come up for you. You might not hear anything at that moment, and both are completely valid responses from your body, right? It could mean plenty of things. It could mean that we need to practice a bit more on being able to hear our body, right? It could mean that our body is at peace and doesn't really have anything to say. There's so many ways to interpret it, but after the session, I definitely want you to sit in silence if you can, or with some music on, and write out whatever came up for you. Maybe you felt a little frustrated because you couldn't hear anything that your body was saying, or maybe your body was saying too much and it overwhelmed you. Write it all down, document it. It's so important that we document our experiences, because when we do, we get to look back and start to witness patterns and habits, and then we can, from that information, decide on what patterns or habits we want to keep, and we can decide on what we want to break down and remove. And it's a lot clearer than us guessing and wondering what it is, okay? All right, so let's get into the first position, which is right here, the karate chop point. It's in between the pinky bone and the wrist bone. I'm just gonna lightly tap here. And you can repeat after me or allow me to speak over you, whatever feels best. If you want to keep your eyes open, keep your eyes open. If you want to keep your eyes closed, keep your eyes closed. It's really about what feels best for you, okay? Let's tap here. I take full responsibility for my well-being. I'm gonna go to the top of the head. I trust myself. I'm gonna go to the eyebrow. I believe that I can make the best decisions. Gonna go to the temples, side of the eye. I'm gonna just keep tapping it out. I know that I know that I know. Underneath the eye, and no matter what's going on around me, underneath the nose, I can always tune inward. I'm gonna go to the chin. I can always connect back to my higher self. Go to our collarbone. I can listen to my body with ease. Under the arm, and I can be at peace anywhere I am. Take a nice deep inhale, breathe all the way in. Allow the air to rise up through the chest, see if it'll melt your shoulders, back down, and when you're ready, open mouth, exhale, release. Yes, okay. Now we're gonna do that silent round I was just telling you about. And it's really, really simple. All you have to do is tap here. We'll tap in these spaces a little longer than normal, but we're not saying anything. We're just listening, seeing what comes up. And words may come up, colors may come up, maybe an image or a memory may come up. Just take note of it. We're not judging anything that comes up for us. And after the session, I want you to take a mental note of it and then write that down when you can. And then look into that. See why that came up for you during this practice, all right? And you can literally do this practice absolutely anywhere you are, okay? This is why I wanted to give you these practices during the live tap-in sessions so you guys can see. You can do this wherever you're at. Doesn't really matter, okay? Ready? Let's get into the first position. Karate chop point. We're just gonna tap. We're just gonna tap. We're gonna take in all the noise, all the sights, all the vibrations, all the smells, really allowing our 5 senses to do what they do best, which is sense. And now we're gonna move to the top of the head and just tap here. And then we're gonna go to the eyebrow point and just tap here. We're gonna go to our temples and lightly tap here. We're gonna go to underneath the eye and tap here. Underneath the nose and tap here. And then we're gonna go to the chin and tap there. We're gonna go to our collarbone and tap here. Then we're gonna go underneath the arm and tap here. You guys can see that. Then we're gonna drop our hands into our laps or by our sides and just take a nice deep inhale. I want you to breathe into the belly, and then when you get to the heart, I want you to breathe into the heart. Take a second breath there, and then open mouth, exhale, release. And release. I want you to try one more time with me. Breathe into the lower belly. When you get to the heart section, breathe into the heart, that second breath. And exhale, release. You can place both hands over your heart really quickly and just rub in a circular motion, nice and gently. You should feel like the bone underneath the skin rubbing together, really gently, a nice circular motion, just activating that heart chakra. And we're just gonna set the intention that we're going to end this week off strong and even usher in another week of bliss and happiness. And we're going to remind ourselves that we are creators, and it doesn't matter what's happening in this physical world. When it's time for us to take care of ourselves, when it's time for us to tune in, to listen to what we need to hear within, we could do it effortlessly anywhere we're at. Then bring both of your fingertips over your third eye and do the same thing, a nice circular motion. It could be clockwise or counterclockwise, just a nice gentle rub here. Opening up our third eye, clearing out the vision. And then we're going to go to our crown chakra, that kind of center point in the top of the head, and a nice little rub here. Strengthen our connection to divine source, God, love, whoever you call on to in your moments of need, in your moments of bliss. And when you're ready, come back to the space. And I really hope that that was helpful for you and that you enjoyed yourself. If you did, show me some love, send some hearts. Thank you guys so much. But it's a gentle reminder, you are a creator, baby. You literally create your experiences around you, and it can be whatever you want it to be. You do not have to subject to what's going on around you if it is not going to allow you to feel your best self, to feel fulfilled in life, to feel good, you know? And I also want it to be a reminder of like, hey, if you need a moment to pause and step back and take care of yourself, it doesn't matter where you're at. I'm literally outside, like amongst the world, just tapping into my energy, because that's really what needs to be done in this moment. And I encourage you, by being an example, leading by example, that you do the same thing. Take the time out when you need it to take care of yourself. Utilize products to help you. You do not need to do it all on your own. There are plenty of beautiful companies and spaces that are creating incredible products to help you get through whatever it is that you're going through, self-included. Hopefully you guys are on my email list. I'll be doing a very limited restock for people who are on my email list. If you're on my email list, you'll get that access. If you're not, unfortunately, you won't be able to purchase anything from me at the time. But yeah, join the email list. The link is in my bio, so you can get access to that. I also make incredible mystical tools. And then make sure you're also following Open Apothecary and Mama Magico, because again, Hana is amazing. And I can't wait to show you guys who I'll be featuring next week. So hope to see you there soon. I'm sending you so much love. And yeah, have a beautiful Thursday. Mwah. Bye.